Am I the asshole? My prank on my coworker went too far and now I'm jobless. I used to think I was the fun one at work. The guy who kept things light, made long shifts bearable, and pulled harmless pranks to break the monotony. Everyone joked around in our office, so I never thought I was crossing any serious lines. Until I did. I worked at a mid-sized company where the culture was casual but professional. One of my coworkers, Mark, was quiet, introverted, and very by the book. He wasn't rude, just reserved. Naturally, he became the unofficial target of jokes. People teased him about his strict schedules, his perfectly organized desk, the way he followed every rule to the letter. He usually laughed awkwardly and moved on. Looking back, that should have been my first warning. One afternoon, during a particularly stressful week, I decided to pull what I thought would be a legendary prank. Mark had been talking for months about how nervous he was about an upcoming performance review. He was convinced one mistake would cost him his job. I thought it would be funny to fake an email. Using a template from an old HR message and changing the wording slightly, I made it look like it came from management. The email said his review had revealed serious concerns and that HR wanted to see him immediately. I planned to let it go on for maybe 5 minutes before revealing it was a joke. I sent it. Within seconds, Mark read it. What I didn't expect was his reaction. He went completely pale, his hands started shaking. He stood up so fast his chair tipped over. People turned to look as he rushed out of the office toward the elevators, clutching his phone like it was about to explode. That's when I realized this wasn't funny. I followed him, laughing nervously, trying to tell him to stop, that it was just a prank. He didn't hear me, or maybe he couldn't. By the time I caught up, he was crouched near the stairwell, struggling to breathe. Someone had already called security, thinking he was having a medical emergency. HR got involved immediately. Mark was taken home for the day and I was called into a meeting. I admitted everything, still thinking I'd get a warning, maybe a write-up. Instead, they told me Mark had disclosed he had severe anxiety related to job security due to past trauma. My prank had triggered a full panic attack. By the end of the week, I was terminated. Some coworkers stopped talking to me entirely. Others said it was harsh, but admitted they never liked the prank culture to begin with. Mark hasn't spoken to me since. I don't blame him. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I never intended for it to go that far. But intent didn't change the outcome. I humiliated a coworker, caused real harm, and lost my job because of it. Now I'm sitting at home, unemployed, replaying that moment over and over, wondering how I ever thought it was a good idea. So, AITAH for thinking a prank was harmless when it clearly was.